Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. This is a great day to make some videos for you. We have a DIY, a cute little ghost, and he is cute and easy. We got a glass jar from Dollar Tree, and we got this mop. Now I didn't glue any of this. You don't have to glue it. You can glue it if you want to, but I didn't want to glue it because you could put lights in there. So look how perfectly this fits. It's too perfect, honestly. You're just going to put the mop head over top the jar. And then I have some construction paper where I was cutting out some eyes for him. And it's just, like I said, pretty cool. You can put some lights in there, make him scary. He sits on my coffee table and he's so cool. Now I'm just using the black construction paper. And in the video it sort of shows up as gray, but it is black. So I'm going to just draw some eyes, and then I'm going to glue the eyes onto this mop. I'm doubling the paper and I'm cutting them out at the same time so they are exactly the same shape, the same size. So I'm making them like a little oval, not real round. And like I said, it is super easy. I think this is one of the easiest ones I've actually done. All right, I have this cute little dog outfit. It's actually a Halloween dog outfit. I stuffed the hat with some Walmart grocery bags to make sure it was really sturdy. And then it's got this cute little cape. I left the cape long because it looks really nice sitting on my end table, because it looks really sort of scary and just really cool, spooky looking. So you can just tie it. You can make a cape for him, or you can make him however you want to make them. You can do your own little design. I just happen to have this. Now, I know that Dollar Tree does have some little witches hats that you could put on there. You can even make a witch's hat. You can take some construction paper and roll it up into a cone, and then just glue it to a circle, and then you have a witch's hat. I'm just gluing these cute little eyes on. He's pretty cool. Easiest one I've ever done. Look how cool he is. Oh my goodness. I did cut the little ribbons a little bit because one of them was hanging lower than the other. But you can just look, like I said, I think he's just so cool. See how his eyes look a little gray? They're actually black, but for some reason they're looking gray. But he's still cool looking and easy. This would be cute in the middle of a table for a party. Okay, my next DIY is a little more time consuming. I have the pack of napkins. I have this plastic skull and some Mod Podge. And the top of his head screws off. So you actually could put lights in there after you finish this DIY. You aren't going to use this DIY, you can use it for candy. The little strings come out, they just pop out. You have to push them out of the little holes. And because you're going to be covering it with the napkins, you really don't see the hole. Now, when you're doing the napkins, make sure you pull it apart, because I did not. I forgot to pull the first piece off of the second piece, because the second piece is white. So I had to pull it off again and start again. So just watch my mistake and learn from it. New bottle of Mod Podge, so I'm going to stab it with my knife. You know how hard they are to get open. Still struggling with it, as you can see. So I'm going to cut the little napkin, And eventually I cut the little black around the edges because it just would not look good with that black lines going down it. So make sure you cut the black edges too. And like I said, I restarted it without pulling that second layer off, so make sure you pull the second layer off. You will see me repeating that same process. And there we go. Make sure you pull those two pieces apart because I did not. So I'm just going to pull it apart again and start over. And it didn't rip the paper, which was pretty cool. So you get to learn from my mistakes. Starting over. And then, like I said, I'm going to go all around. You'll see the indentations in his nose and his eyes. So make sure when you're doing that, you just press gently with your Mod Podge and the tissue so you don't rip it. And once you put the napkin over it, I Mod Podge it again so that it doesn't come off. I did let it sit and dry overnight. And there it is the next day. I used some black magic marker and I drew on his eyes and his nose and his mouth, and I got these flowers from Dollar Tree. I'm going to pull that eye off because I'm going to use the eyes for his eyes. I'm just use a lot of that glue just so his eyes don't fall out of his head. Look how cool his eyes are. Love that. He's so cool. Okay, then I've got this black tubing, and I'm just going to put it around the raw edge at the top, but I'm also not going to like shut the lid, so you can still use the lid and put lights in there, because the napkins, they are pretty thin, so a lot of pretty cool lights show up through. And you can use any color lights that you want, because they have orange, green, white, black. Like I said, make sure you get that black strip off of there of the napkin, because you don't want lines going down vertical. And that tubing has a little bit of a glitter to it, which is sort of cool. And then I'm going to use these glitter. There are clips that come from Dollar Tree. I got the bats and I got the spiders. The spiders come in a pack, I think of 6. They're rings, so you just cut the bottoms of them, of the ring off. And same thing with the bats. You just pull that clip off and you take a pair of wire cutters and get it so that it is flush with your little head. Otherwise, it's not going to fit on there perfectly. And you just got to hold it there so it sticks. And if you see, I use a little rhinestone gem. And I'm going to put one on his nose so that he will sparkle, because he's a pretty cool skull and he wants to sparkle too. He's like, sparkle me. Look how cute he is. Here he comes. Okay guys, thanks for watching, and if you would subscribe, that would help our channel a lot, and we really do appreciate you. If you would hit the like button and the notification bell and share with your family and friends, and comment, we'd be happy to comment back. Take care, love you, see you in the next video.